6 a.m. on a Monday morning. Glad to have you here with us on Up With KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Let's get right to meteorologist Thomas Patrick with a look at your morning commute forecast. Hey, Thomas.
Hey there, guys. How are we feeling after Bloomsday
A little
yesterday?
sore.
A little sore.
Very
And if
sore.
you're not sore, something's wrong with you.
Yeah. I was telling them before we started at 5 o'clock that my gym workout today was just going to be 30 minutes in the hot tub just to relax for this Monday. And you earned it, especially if you did run it yesterday as well. But weather-wise, starting to look a little bit foggy over Coeur d'Alene. That's the pictures you see behind the graphic there. Cloudy skies in Spokane with a current temperature of 43 degrees. So here are the current temperatures across the region. It's all 40s on the Washington side of the state line. A couple upper 30s you see in Coeur d'Alene. 36, the cool spot right now in Sandpoint. Looks like it could be a little bit foggy, especially near the lake in downtown Coeur d'Alene. But otherwise, it's just cloudy, overcast skies across most of central and eastern Washington, with the clouds filling in over North Idaho as well. Storm system off to our west will give us a chance for some scattered showers. So it won't be a widespread rain for today. In fact, our rain chances only top out at about 20 or 30%, while we still hit the low 60s this afternoon. So it will still be decently mild, kind of like it was for Bloomsday yesterday. Remember the cloud cover that moved overhead, but it was still plenty warm out there. That is the case again for today, but we do have some very warm conditions and a chance for our first 70-degree day of the year later on in the week. We're tracking that in my forecast in just a few minutes.
Happening today, Idaho will honor the sacrifice and work of miners in the state on this first Miners Memorial Day. So mining is a huge part of Idaho's history, and the Coeur d'Alene region remains one of the top 10 silver producers in the world. Today, Governor Brad Little will mark Miners Memorial Day in North Idaho at the site of one of the worst mining disasters in history. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez joining us now with more details on his visit and this day. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Tim. So earlier this year, Idaho lawmakers passed a bill that makes May 2nd a day to acknowledge the loss of Idaho's fallen miners and the impact it has on families and communities. Governor Little will mark the day in Kellogg at a memorial ceremony for the Sunshine Mine fire. This is the 50th anniversary of the fire, which killed 91 miners. Here's a brief history of the event. In 1972, 2 workers smelled smoke near the electric shop in the main tunnel. Smoke and carbon monoxide then quickly spread to where most of the 173 men were working. After trying to find the fire, the mine ordered an evacuation. 80 men escaped and rescuers saved another 2. The rest of the 91 men died of carbon monoxide poisoning. None of the survivors reported seeing fire or flames, according to the Bureau of Mines' final report. Now, today's memorial ceremony will be at the Sunshine Miners Memorial statue. That memorial is just north of I-90 at exit 54 near Big Creek. According to the Sunshine Miners Memorial Committee, they will read the names of each of the miners lost, plus the names of other Silver Valley miners who died in mine accidents. Also, the new House bill will be read, making May 2nd officially Miners Memorial Day in Idaho. The memorial ceremony starts at 11 this morning. Idaho Governor Brad Little is the keynote speaker. In the newsroom, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
It's time now for your morning rush. More news in less time. A multi-car crash blocked the intersection of Boone and Lincoln in Spokane yesterday. One car was flipped on its side, forcing Spokane Fire to remove the roof in order to reach a person trapped inside. One person was removed from a car and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The body of a 19-year-old from Boise was found by Moscow police yesterday. Around noon, the Moscow Police Department received a report of a body in Paradise Creek near College Avenue. That's when they found the 19-year-old. Now, at this time, foul play is not suspected. However, this investigation is ongoing. A former Fairchild Airman pleaded guilty to multiple sexual assault charges, including the 2 assaults in Manitou Park from earlier this year. A judge sentenced Devontae Hardin to 16 months in prison. He was also dishonorably discharged from the military and will have to register as a sex offender. 1 week from now, Alaska Airlines pilots are set to vote on potentially going on strike. The voting begins May 9th and wraps up May 25th. Alaska Airlines pilots began their informational picket on April 1st, making it the largest in Airline Pilots Association history, with more than 1,500 people participating. And there is a new candidate in the race for Spokane-County Sheriff. Wade Nelson, a longtime Sheriff's Department veteran, is running against Under Sheriff John Knowles. He worked for the Sheriff's Department for more than 20 years in a number of positions. He most recently served as a detective. And that's a look at your morning rush.
Well, you just hear the fun, the excitement, the music, and all the energy. Yesterday marked the 46th annual Bloomsday crossing and the finish line, and that's just a really great feeling after running so many miles, 7.46, after being virtual for the last couple of years. But one thing that makes it even sweeter is getting that finisher t-shirt.
That's right. It really is an amazing moment. And as a reward for making it up Doomsday Hill and throughout that 7.46-mile course, Bloomies got to see that shirt for the first time. So this year's shirt is a neon coral color with a big 2022 and the word Bloomsday underneath. Inside the numbers, there are iconic images of Spokane, including the clock tower, the pavilion, and Spokane Falls. And it's pretty safe to say that people were excited to get their hands on these shirts after 2 years of virtual Bloomsdays.
I like it. It's really unique. I like the color.
I think it's pretty cool. I like the salmon, the 2022. It looks pretty good.
Well, if you were out running the race, you may have seen a few of us in Bloomsday as well, like Mark Hanrahan, who had the chance to run with his family. You could see there. There's Mark and his kiddos and his wife as well as Channing. Channing ran her very first Bloomsday, and she conquered Doomsday Hill.
Let's go.
I'm dying. I'm dying. It's so great. But I did it. I did Doomsday. I walked, but I did it.
Okay, Channing is acting breathless there, and her
I was.
significant
It was
other,
a
Brian
struggle.
is like,
He's
hey,
like,
let's go, come on.
He's like, yeah, this is fine. This is great. And meanwhile, I'm like,
Well, I also ran Bloomsday, and I'll admit, I didn't train very much, which is why I was so elated to cross the finish line there. And meteorologist Thomas Patrick also conquered Doomsday Hill. Take a look.
Woo! We made it to the top of the Doomsday Hill, baby! R&R, baby!
let's go, Thomas. This is it. Yes, Thomas later at the finish line. But wait, take a look at this one, the slow-mo. I love it. Thomas definitely
Listen, that's
excited.
my inner Tom Brady with the
Yes.
fist pump and the let's go.
I had our editor slow that down because I was like, we need to see that in slow-mo.
Because it's so great.
You just hear, yeah.
I mean, the rush of energy you get from finishing, and you've conquered that 7.5-mile
man.
course, and you just have a little bit, just that much left to celebrate at the end. And I didn't even win. Yeah, I didn't even win, but I at least got a shirt out of it.
Hey, it's all about finishing. You started, you finished, and when you see that finish line, it is something in you where you're like, yes, let's go.
And what's
I did
really
it.
great about Bloomsday's finish, I will say, is you turn the corner and it's really not that far.
Yeah.
I've done
And
races,
it's downhill.
Right.
Yes.
I've done races where you turn the corner and you're like, really? Is
like,
that
no.
far away?
It's just a little speck on the horizon.
Well, we want to see your Bloomsday shirts. Are you wearing it to work or school today or wherever? So in today's wake-up call, we're asking you to share your Bloomsday moments with us. You can text a picture, a video, or tell us a story from Bloomsday.
There's Jeremy's in the bottom left.
Yeah, that's right. Stopping for selfies.
Yeah, Jeremy is
He's
not
speedy.
He's speedy. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's Speedy
something
Lagoon.
else. And then someone else posted the one laying in the grass like
at mile
hashtag dead.
7.
You're
At
almost
mile
there.
7.
I feel your pain. Oh, and look, there's Whitney Ward. She was out there cheering everybody on, cheering on all of the Bloomies out there.
Yeah, KREM 2 had a really fun booth on Broadway to give you that final extra push, and we were so glad to cheer with you.